Hi, welcome to another tutorial from Data Tech. Today we are looking into SQL, namely we're looking into joins. This time we will be looking at left join, which is one of the most commonly used joins after inner join, probably. But left join will help us to mitigate some problems that inner join might cause. On the right, you can see the values from two tables we are using for this exercise. So we have the lot character, so this is the Lord of the Rings characters, and we have weapons. We now see that each character has a weapon ID. So this is the ID referring to the other table, which this character was carrying. And in the weapons, we simply have an ID with the weapon. And now, joins. Joins basically work as a combination of two tables where we find common value in two different tables or a combination of that. So if you remember the inner join tutorial, we spoke about that inner join finds exactly the common values in two different tables. Now left join will do something a little bit different. So let's try to type it out. Select star from lot character, and now I type left join weapons on. And now still what we will try to do is we will of course try to look up the value from the another table. So we will need to use the columns and the values in those columns. So I'm gonna type, maybe let's move it to another line. So I'm gonna type weapons dot ID equals lot character dot weapon ID. And now let's see if the query runs. Okay, the query did run, and what is the result here? So we definitely have all the characters from our lot table. We have IDs from 1 to 10, and exactly the same is here. We have their weapon IDs, and for those IDs that were basically found, so the 1, 2, 3, 1 again, 4, 1 here, we have brought up the value from the second table. So we brought the weapon, we brought the axe here, brought the bow, and so on. This is how the left join works. So we are still doing the, let's say, lookup in another table. But in contrast to inner join, that will only select rows that have this common value, the left join allows us to pull all the values from the first table. So this is the first table, or the left table, as you can think about it. So we have left table, so the names of the lot characters, and then you have the second table, and there you only take those values where you can do a match. If you can't, so for example, we have Sauron here with a 5, we don't have a 5 here, we get a null. A null means that we didn't find a value, there's no value, we don't know what it is. But there's an important thing, which I've already mentioned in the inner join tutorial, is that when you have a null, so like Merry, Pippin, and Sam do not have a weapon ID, they have a null, it doesn't mean that it will join in with the null here, because you would say, okay, this is a null, so probably Sam, Merry, and Pippin should got a shotgun. Well, it doesn't work that way, because null is not equal to a null. Null is simply lack of value. So it doesn't work like 1 equals to a 1. Null is not equal to a null. That's why here and here you have the same result as here. So basically the value was not found and we have a null. And this is how the left join works. It's pretty simple. Of course, we can add yet another table, but in this tutorial, I would like to keep it simple. And if you haven't watched it already, please do click on the video on the screen to make sure that you understand how the inner join works. See you in the next video. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you.